On Saturday night, the 23rd of February, Championship Wrestling again returns to Baltimore at the Baltimore Civic Center. On the 23rd of February, scheduled to compete on what is unquestionably one of the greatest wrestling cards ever held at the Civic Center, will be Afa, Sika, better known as the Samoans. And the Samoans have their opportunity in Baltimore of taking the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship from Ivan Putski and from Tito Santana. From there, well, then including a great number of all-star matches, you'll be seeing what should prove to be the classic match. It's Patera, the Olympic strongman, hoping to defeat and perhaps humiliate the one and only Bruno Sammartino. So with that in mind, let's bring on the Olympic strongman now, along with his manager, the Grand Wizard of Wrestling.
McMahon, this is going to be exactly what you said. A humiliation, a final defeat. Sammartino, you were a great champion, but how can you hope to stand up against the power of this man standing before you? No way possible. You are just going to be another victim of the swinging neck breaker, correct, champion?
Mr. Patera, I would think that you would feel privileged in some respects to face, there's only one legend in pro wrestling, and I would think you would feel privileged to face Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah, I'm really glad you asked me that question, Mr. McMahon, because it's quite obvious that I was a Bruno Sammartino fan when I was in the amateur ranks. When I was training to become the world's strongest man, I respected the strength of Bruno Sammartino. I respected the ability and the courage that the man possesses to come back from injury after injury after injury, from beating after beating, and always comes right back to the top. While Bruno Sammartino, you're not going to come back to the top after you face Patera this time, because you do have a history of a weak neck. That's right, it was broken once, and the scar tissue healed it supposedly solid, but there's always that probability left. There's always a possibility that it might be injured seriously again. And I possess the most feared hold in all of professional sports, the swinging neck breaker, Bruno Sammartino. When applied properly, there is no escape. There is no hope. You are a beaten man when it is applied properly and effectively, as only Patera can do it.
Patera, the Olympic strongman, squaring off against Bruno Sammartino in the upcoming main event in Baltimore. So now, ladies and gentlemen, if we may, let's bring on Tito Santana and Ivan Putski. And you fellas, readying yourself to meet what is unquestionably, Ivan, the most formidable tag team combination you have ever faced in the Samoans.
Look at this body, Vince. You tell me I haven't been training for this? Look at my partner. You know, we got no choice. We got to train for these guys. They're dangerous. You know, they got nothing. They got one thing on their mind. One instinct, that's to kill, get in that ring and to destroy the opponents. You've seen how they work. We've seen them, Tito. We've got films on them. We've been studying them. This is by far the most dangerous match we've ever had or we're going to face. And I'll tell you what, we're going to come prepared to Baltimore. Me and my main man, Tito Santana, we've been working out together. I got him doing different things. We got a routine going. We go one-on-one. We tag off, tag in, tag out. This is the way we're going to work on them. We're going to get these guys going till they're dead tired in that ring because we're in condition. Then when you're tired, when your will is down, that's when you drop your guard, and this is what we're going to have because we got a heart. We want to fight, and we want these belts. We want to keep these belts and hang to them worse than anything in the world. Right, Tito?
I feel just exactly the way you do, Vinny. This is the most important match in our life, and we're going to be ready for them Samoans, I guarantee you and everybody in Baltimore.
All right, we thank you for your time.
Thank you,
Ivan
Vinny.
Putski, Tito Santana, setting to defend the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team title in Baltimore. Now with that in mind, let's bring on the unbelievable combination of the Samoans, accompanied, of course, by
You said it,
Albano.
Vince, the unbelievable combination of the Samoans, and with a golden opportunity to win the World Championship belt. And as you know how lucrative this can be, you realize what it can involve, the amount of money and the prestige in the captain's mind to be the 9th time I've had the World Champions. And look at these men, you know that they are destined to be champions. I mean, we're not selling short. This Santana, we know he's a very fine condition, great athlete, great wrestler. A couple of years ago, Rookie of the Year, Putski is great. But we contemplate a victory because we feel we're just a little better, a little quicker, and we have the captain win.
So the tag team title up for grabs in Baltimore, and Bruno Sammartino will meet Patera.